Everyone, welcome to MBA Pathshala and this is Suman Shekhawat. So, today we'll discuss poem-based RCs and some strategies also. हम एक poem भी discuss करेंगे. So, सबसे पहले तो welcome to our YouTube channel and this is our Telegram link and this is our Instagram, MBA Pathshala Instagram, and these are contact numbers. So, if you have any kind of doubt, you want to ask anything, so you can call us on these numbers. आप ये देख सकते हैं. फर्स्ट आप लोगों के लिए हम लोग आज करने वाले हैं पोएम बेस्ड आरसीज, लाइक जो आपका काफ़ी बच्चों का था डाउट कि पोएम बेस्ड आरसीज जो है मैम करवाइए, बट वील ऑल्सो डिस्कस सम स्ट्रैटेजीज, कुछ स्ट्रैटेजीज भी हम देखेंगे. ओके, बट फर्स्ट आप लोगों के लिए एक इम्पॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन. सो इफ़ यू गाइज वांट जीडीपीआई एंड वेट मास्टरी बैच, तो हमारे पास में एमबीए पाठशाला ऐप पर आप जाके इसको देख सकते हैं. द कंप्लीट जीडीपीआई वेट मास्टरी बैच, जिसके कि कुछ फीचर्स हैं जो कि मैं आपको बताने वाली हूँ. तो here are some important features of this batch. First is 5 personal interviews with the detailed feedback. So ये first feature है. And the second is MBA master classes basically, and VET sessions online and recorded basically. So suppose कि if you are busy and not attend live session, then you can watch the recordings also of those sessions. Next is 50 most important VET topics and content. And next is their 3 1-to-1 feedback and assessment for VET, and 1-to-1 SOP and profile form support for business schools. Daily videos on current affairs and static GK पे आपको daily videos मिलने वाले हैं. GK daily test also in this batch, and group discussion, extempo group exercises and support for other admission process. Communication building sessions also. So you can go and watch the price of this batch on MBA Pathshala app. So Android में भी है and in iOS also. So if you are iOS user, then you can mail us on inquiry@MBA Pathshala. So वहाँ पे आपको the process we will share, okay, with you. So this is the GDPI batch, and the next is if you guys are targeting CAT and other management exams 2024, then we have a new batch, Arjuna batch, which is starting from 15th of January 2024. And the key features of this batch is expert faculty and complete syllabus coverage, printed booklets also we are giving to. So जो आपके hard books हैं वो आपको मिलने वाले हैं, right? Live class doubt solving. So if you have any kind of doubt, so you can raise hand and you can ask us 1-to-1. And the most important 1-to-1 mentorship is also in this batch. So this is very important कि आप बहुत सारे बच्चों को like doubt होता है how can we start our 24 CAT 24 preparation and all everything kind of. So you can call us and ask. So yes, we have 1-to-1 mentorship also in this batch. So fastly go and join this batch because this is starting from 15th of January. तो ये थी बैच की इंफॉर्मेशन. नाउ विल स्टार्ट आवर इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक विच इज पोएम बेस्ड. So here is some important tips to solve poem based RCs, how to solve poem based RCs. ठीक है. So first of all, reading comprehension questions जो है based on poems can be challenging रहते हैं आपके लिए, right? So there is some important approaches. So the first approach is कि read the poem multiple times, right? So first of all आपको करना क्या है? Read the poem multiple times or twice, right? So start reading the poem at least twice to gain the through understanding of the kind of, if you repeat the poem again and again, then definitely you can understand it in a better way. The next approach is identify key themes. The important is key themes, right? So identify the key themes, look for recurring themes or central idea, which is very important, and we call it main idea also. So find out the main idea of the poem or the central theme of the poem, which is very important because the questions are based on the main idea or the theme, right? So we should know the important theme or the main idea of the passage. So identify the theme and read the poem multiple times or the twice. Third important point is analyze imagery and figurative language, right? This is very important. So pay attention to vivid imagery and metaphors and similes, right? And the other figurative languages, which is very important. If you know the metaphors and if you know the vivid imagery or words, right, so it will help you to understand the language of the poem. So which is very important point. Next point is consider tone and mood, which is very important. So tone is kind of author's attitude. What is the attitude of the author, or what is the tone of the author? Basically, we have around 50 tones, right? 50 tones. But I'm just giving you the basic idea of the tone. Like basic, we should know the basic three tones, and which is positive tone, negative tone, and the neutral tone, right? So what is the positive tone? How we know it is the positive tone of the poem or the RC? So the positive tone we can say, which is where the author is praising someone or something, or saying positive about someone or something, right? And if tone is negative, then author is trying to criticize someone or saying negative about someone or something, right? And what is the neutral tone? Neutral tone is kind of formal tone, right? So which is rarely we have in poem based RCs. तो ये जो टोन है आपको मिलता है लॉन्ग पैसेजेस एंड द आरसी पैसेजेस, राइट? नॉट इन kind of poem based RCs, but the neutral tone is kind of formal tone, or like we have in any kind of study, any kind of research, है ना? And any kind of report and anything, तो which is called formal tone. तो वो आपको normal RCs में मिलती है, not in the poem based RCs, right? So we should know basic three tones. So if you know the attitude of the author or the tone of the author, which will help you to understand the complete whole language of the poem. Next is note a structural element, right? So observe the poem's structure, including sentenza length, what is the length of the sentences, a rhyme scheme, है ना, and the rhythm of the poem. Next is understand poetic device, which is very important. Familiarize yourself with the common poetic devices. If you know the poetic devices, it's okay. If you don't know, then skip the point or skip the process, this process. Next is connect lines and sentences, which is very important. Why? Because see, we have, for example, this is a poem. We have 2 to 3 paragraphs, and in each paragraph we have 4 sentences, right? So basically pay attention to how lines and sentences connect with each other, right? So basically first and second sentence is connected with each other, and the third and fourth is connected with each other, right? So you should know ki what is the kind of connection between those two sentences or those two lines. तो yes, ये आपको definitely poem को थोड़ा flow में आने के लिए it will help you, right? Next point is look for shifts in meaning. So note any shifts in meaning or the perspective within the poem. So if these shifts can provide valuable insight into the poet's message, जो आप poet का जो message क्या है, आपको क्या message देना चाहता है through the poem, वो आप definitely understand कर पाएंगे. Consider historical and cultural context. Basically ये important है if we have a historical history based poem or anything. So if the poem references historical events or cultural elements, to take these into the account. तो ये उसी sense में हम use करेंगे when we have history based poem or history based kind of passage. Answer questions holistically. It means कि approach questions holistically. It means considering the overall meaning of the poem, right? So first we'll go and find out the connection between first and second sentence, third and fourth sentence, right? And understand the meaning of the poem, and then summarize it in your own words, right? जो कि अभी मैं आपको poem में करके दिखाऊंगी, उसी approach के साथ में we'll go for other, right? तो ये important है. And yes, you can use elimination technique for incorrect answer choices, which is very important. Directly हमें कोई भी correct answer पे नहीं जाना है. We should like use the elimination approach. Okay, to eliminate one by one. Suppose कि this option is wrong option, and why? इस why का answer होना चाहिए हर एक option को eliminate करने से पहले. So let's get started. एक और important है, practice different type of poems. So yes, definitely इसमें अगर familiarize yourself with various poetic form and styles, so practice solving RC questions based on the different type of poems, so which is very important because it build your proficiency. Okay, so This is the poem. First, go and find out the topic of the poem. Then find out the connection between first and second sentence, connection between third and fourth sentence, right? Read this poem and understand it, and at last summarize it in your own words, right? So first scan this poem and find out the what is the topic of this poem. So fastly go and check. You have 30 seconds. According to you, what is the topic of this poem? Tell me. Uh, if we scan, then I think we can find the topic of this poem. The what topic of this poem is the whispering woods, right? The whispering woods. Now read first and second line. What is the meaning of these sentences? So the important key points, find out the important key points of these two sentences, first and second, right? So I think important keywords is whispering woods, right? Whispering woods and symphony of nature. So first we should talk about this. See, first sentence is amidst the whispering woods where shadows dance and leaves rustle like secrets in the mystic trance, right? In the mystic trance. What it means? What it means? What is author is trying to say from these two sentences? देखो, you can also check. एक बार मुझे बता देना, clearly visible है ना poem? So the poem is open with an image of whispering woods, right? Which is creating a sense of nature being alive with sound, right? Nature being alive, nature जो है वो basically क्या है? Alive है, and how we know? We know the sound, right? Shadows dancing and leaves rustling like secrets. वो contribute कर रहा है एक mystical ambience को, right? एक मिस्टिकल एम्बियंस को जो है वो उसके थ्रू हमें बताना चाह रहा है ना? एक मिस्टिकल एम्बियंस मीन्स कि मिस्टिकल माहौल जो बनाया जा रहा है, कैसे कि वेयर शेडोज डांस, है ना? वेयर शेडोज डांस, है ना? एंड द लीव्स रसल लाइक सीक्रेट्स, लीव्स रसल लाइक सीक्रेट्स इन अ मिस्टिक ट्रांस, राइट? रसल लाइक तो रसलिंग मीन्स कि रसलिंग रसल लाइक सीक्रेट्स, लीव्स रसल, रसल मीन्स जो पत्तियों की सरसराहट होती है, जो आवाज होती है पत्तियों की सरसराहट की, राइट? So the author is trying to say कि nature is alive, and how we know this from leaves rustle like secrets in a mystic trance, like कि जो पत्तियों की जो सरसराहट की जो आवाज है उससे, है ना? So yes, the first 2 point is saying कि nature, कि the sense of nature being alive with the sound, and what is the sound is leaves rustle like a secrets in a mystic trance. Now read these 2 lines. A symphony of nature, a melody untold in the heart of the forest where stories unfold. So the important point is melody untold and stories unfold, right? To read this. So these two are the key point, melody untold and folding stories, right? So second line, which is introduces the idea of melody untold, right? So what it means, according to the author, what it means, कि a symphony of nature, a melody untold. Melody untold. It means कि this could maybe signify the depth of nature's narrative, है ना? Nature's narrative, the untold beauty within it, the untold beauty within it, right? Because a melody untold in the heart of the forest where stories unfold. So it means author is trying to say uh, kind of, he just want to say a nature's narrative है ना, and the untold beauty, जो कि इसकी untold beauty है within it. Next, the third point, beneath the ancient trees, okay, beneath the ancient trees wisdom resides, their bark a perkment of tales that time hides. Okay, so what is the key point of these two sentences? Tell me in comment section. What is the key point of these two sentences? So the third and fourth line is focuses on the ancient trees, right? Ancient trees, the beneath the ancient trees, which is the key point of these two lines. और इसके थ्रू ये क्या डिस्क्राइब करना चाहता है? The perkament of the tales that time hides. It means what it suggests? It suggests the wisdom of these trees, right? The wisdom of these trees. Kind of, he's trying to say like a hidden story which is waiting to be uncovered, right? So they bark a perkament of tales that time hides. It means there is a hidden story which is waiting to be uncovered, right? So the important point of these two sentences is कि first author just want to want to say about the wisdom of ancient trees, है ना? The wisdom of ancient trees. हाँ. And it also saying कि इसने जो अब तक जो संचित रखी हैं, है ना, विजडम जो है उसको अब तक जो संचित रखा है, एक्यूमुलेटेड रखा है ना, एंड it has also a untold story which he want to uncover. Next, the air is filled with the fragrance of pine as the moonlight waves dreams. Waves means bunna, ठीक है? Dreams a silver line. Okay, so what is the key point of these two lines? Fragrance of pine, है ना? The important key point is the fragrance of pine, है ना? And the moonlight silver line. And the moonlight dreams, kind of. So from the fifth and sixth lines, author is describing the air filled with the fragrance. कि जो air जो है वहां की वो क्या है? Filled है with the fragrance, right? Author just want to describe कि the air of the forest is filled with the fragrance of pine, filled with the fragrance of pine, and creating a silver lines. Kind of, he just want to connecting the dream of night, है ना, with the enchantment of the forest, right? Kind of attraction, कि जो attraction जो है फॉरेस्ट का, जो अट्रैक्शन जो है वो फॉरेस्ट का, वो क्या है? फिल्ड विद द मूनलाइट ड्रीम्स, है ना, मूनलाइट ड्रीम्स. क्लियर है? नेक्स्ट, 6th 7th line, 5th 6th. In this enchanted realm, where time takes a pause. Okay, the river of thoughts, the river of thoughts flows without any cause. What is the key point of these two sentences? बताओ की पॉइंट्स, फास्टली कमेंट में बताइए। enchanted enchanted realm, enchanted realm, right? And timelessness, where time takes a pause, to timelessness, right? Which is the important key point of these 2 points. Are you agree? So basically from these two sentences, the realm where time take a pause, basically this point is emphasizes the timeless and magical nature of the forest. जो जो नेचर जो है फॉरेस्ट का, है ना, जो नेचर जो है फॉरेस्ट का बेसिकली वो क्या है, वो टाइमलेस है ना, टाइमलेस है, वो क्या है, टाइमलेस है। एंड एक मैजिकल फ्लो है किसका, थॉट्स का, विदाउट एनी कॉज, विदाउट एनी कॉज, इट मीन्स बिना किसी कॉज के या विदाउट एनी अपेरेंट कॉज, राइट? तो रिवर ऑफ थॉट्स फ्लॉज विदाउट एनी अपेरेंट कॉज। फोकस ऑन नेक्स्ट टू सेंटेंसेस, देन हम इसको समराइज भी करेंगे। ईच रसलिंग लीफ अ पोएट्स साइलेंट राइम, ओके, ईच रसलिंग लीफ a poet's silent rhyme in the whispering woods where echoes climb. To find out the key point of these two sentences, rustling leaves as a, rustling leaves as a silent rhyme, right? So from 9th and 10th sentence, the rustling leaf to a poet's silent rhyme, which is suggesting even a small element in the forest, है ना, एक जो स्मॉल एलिमेंट भी है ना फॉरेस्ट का, उसका भी अपना क्या है, एक इम्पोर्टेंस है, एक कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन है ना, टू द फॉरेस्ट, राइट? हर एक स्मॉल एलिमेंट का ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट, उसका क्या है, हर एक स्मॉल एलिमेंट का, है ना, एक इंडिविजुअल क्या है, कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन है टू द फॉरेस्ट, फॉरेस्ट का जो एनवायरमेंट है ना, उसमें। Find out the echoes chiming in the woods or in the whispering woods. The final line जो है, final line, last sentence है ना, in the whispering woods where echoes chime. What it means, first of all, what it means? तो basically it means कि kind of कि this could symbolize the lasting impact of nature's beauty. The lasting impact जो है नेचर की ब्यूटी का, ये कहीं ना कहीं उसको एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है कि वो क्या है, लॉन्ग लास्टिंग है ना। तो yes, now summarize it in your own words and tell me in comment section. What is the summary of this poem? Can read it. Tell me. Basically, in this poem, author wants to paint a vivid picture of mystical forest, right? एक विविड पिक्चर, एक डिफरेंट पिक्चर जो है ना, डिफरेंट पिक्चर जो है वो क्या करना चाहता है, पेंट करना चाहता है ऑफ द मिस्टिकल फॉरेस्ट, राइट? मिस्टिकल मीन्स जो मिस्टीरियस, राइट? तो मिस्टिकल फॉरेस्ट का, एंड ही ऑल्सो emphasizing the beauty and the wisdom है ना of the nature, right? And he want us to appreciate the untold story है ना, hidden with it, जो भी इसमें untold stories है, and he also want us to appreciate the symphony of nature, right? So this is the summary. The author just want to paint a vivid kind of picture of forest and जो भी उसके mysterious जो भी उसके रहस्य हैं, राइट, उनको पेंट करना चाहते हैं, ऑल्सो वॉन्ट कि वी appreciate the right, appreciate the nature. So now we'll go for questions. First question is, what is the atmosphere, what is the atmosphere created by the poem, created by the poem? Focus on this point, created by the poem. The poem is kind of, we feel very joyful, joyful, mystical, है ना, serene or chaotic, chaotic, sorry, tongue slip. बताओ. Chaotic means kind of confused, right? Mystical means mysterious, right? और joyful, joyful means तो अभी आपको पता ही है. Serene means calm, है? Serene means calm. बताइए. Chaotic means आपको पता ही है. Confused, right? So, what is the atmosphere created by the poem, according to you? What is the atmosphere? See, focus on. Yes, the word whispering, na? Mystic and enchanted realm. So basically these important words, focus on these important words, है ना? And basically these words are creating a mystical atmosphere, right? A mystical atmosphere. So our answer is mystical. एक mystical atmosphere जो है वो create कर दिया था point ने, ना, वो उन कुछ words के through. What does the poet compare the leaves to in the second line? Okay, so focus on the second line. So what does the poet compare the leaves? The leaves को किससे compare कर रहा था in second line? So go to the second line and see. So and yeah, and leaves rustle like secrets. And leaves rustle like, rustle means सरसराहट, सरसराती हैं किसकी तरह? Like secrets. Go to the question. And option A secret, option B butterflies, option C birds and option D shadows. तो basically वो किससे compare कर रहा था? Secret से. Easy question. If you understand the language of poem and the tone of the poem, right? What is the tone of this poem? Mystic tone. So if you know the tone of the poem and the language of the poem, then you can easily answer these questions. What is described as a perkament of tales in the third stanza? Third stanza में perkament of tales, right? What is described as a? So ancient trees, leaves, river, bark. Go to the passage poem. Perkament of tales. Check in third stanza. The third stanza mentions their bark a perkament of tales. Their bark a perkament of tales that time hides, right? Their bark a perkament of tales. What it means? What it means is the bark of the ancient trees. The bark of the ancient trees, right? The bark of the ancient trees. Yeah. So what is described as a perkament of tales? It means कि the bark of ancient trees की बात हो रही है वहां, bark of the ancient trees. तो answer is A. What does the moonlight okay do according to the poem? Basically moonlight क्या कर रही थी according to the poem? Reveal secrets या फिर wave dreams. waves dreams means बुनना, सपने बुनना, है ना. Illuminates cows. Cast shadows. Let's see. Moonlight. Okay. What does the moonlight do actually? See, as the moonlight waves dreams, as the moonlight waves dreams, right? क्या कर रही थी? सपने बुन रही थी. Waves dreams. तो easy question. Next question is, what is the central theme or the central idea or the main idea of the poem? ये तो definitely expected है, आएगा ही question. Option A है timelessness of nature. Option B is the beauty of moonlight. Central, I'm asking central theme. So timelessness of nature and the beauty of the moonlight, enchanted realms and whispering woods. What is the central idea? Okay. तो एक समरी हमने बनाया था, देखिए उसके अकॉर्डिंग. The poem explains the mystical and timeless aspect of nature, right? And emphasizing the whispering woods, ancient trees, which is given in this poem, है ना? Where stories untold. तो the theme जो है, the theme is timelessness of nature, which is also given in the last line of this poem. In the whispering woods where echoes chime, each rustling leaf a poet's silent rhyme. In the whispering woods where echoes chime, right? Where echoes chime. So in this enchanted realm where time takes a pause, the river of thoughts flows without any cause. From the last part of the poem, we can clearly say the poem is explaining the mystical and timeless aspect of nature, है ना? The mystical and the timelessness nature के बारे में जो है वो explain कर रहा था poet हमें, right? What is the correct answer? Timelessness of nature. Clear? Okay, so this is the basic approach, like how we solve a poem. First, read, yeah, or scan. First scan and find the topic of the poem, right? So what is the topic of this poem? The Whispering Woods, right? The Whispering Woods is the topic of this poem. So first of all, scan and find out the topic of this poem, and then read in a pair, like find out the connection between first and second sentence, connection between the third and fourth sentence, है ना? And the connection between first part and the last part of the poem. So yes, so read it and explain this poem, like understand in your own words and first summarize it in your own words. Then find out the central theme or the central idea, which is very important for all the questions. So yes, find out the central idea. And yeah, so yes, easily we can find the answers. तो इसका शीट भी जो है आपको MBA पाठशाला के टेलीग्राम पे मैं आपको शेयर कर दूंगी. कुछ आप 3-4 पोएम्स अगर सॉल्व करेंगे डेफिनेटली कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा, क्योंकि इसका एक ही काइंड ऑफ वो है कि सोल्यूशन प्रैक्टिस मोर पोएम्स. मैं आपके साथ में कुछ पोएम और उसके क्वेश्चंस जो है वो शेयर कर दूंगी MBA पाठशाला के टेलीग्राम पे. तो यस, गो एंड सॉल्व दीज. तो बेसिक एक अप्रोच फिक्स रखना है, हमें एक अप्रोच रखना है. वो अप्रोचेस कुछ मैंने पॉइंट्स शेयर किए थे, प्लीज रीड दिस. And the basic approach is the read and scan and find out the topic of the poem and find out the connection between first two sentences, right? So find out the connection between sentences and find out the central theme or the main idea of the poem, right? And yeah, focus on the tone. What is the tone of the poem? Yes, this is the approach. So I hope it will helpful for you. And if you have any kind of doubt in this poem, so you can comment and ask me. I'll definitely reply because I know आपका भी एग्जाम है. So definitely I am trying my best कि मैं जितना हो आपकी हेल्प कर पाऊँ. एंड बाकी हो सकता है कुछ थोड़ी बहुत अगर गलती हो गई हो तो इट्स ओके. वी आर ह्यूमंस नॉट मशीन्स, तो हो जाती है. ओके, सो यस, आप पूछ सकते हैं कोई भी. अगर आपको डाउट हो तो आप कमेंट करके पूछ सकते हैं. डेफिनेटली आई विल रिप्लाई. ओके, और शीट जो है वो आपको 10 PM तक मिल जाएगा. 10 PM तक मिल. ओके, आज ही. बाय बाय एंड ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट फॉर योर एग्जाम. हाँ, अभी एक आपका ऐसे राइटिंग का जो एक बेसिक अप्रोच है वो सेशन बचता है, तो वो भी मैं आपके साथ शेयर कर दूंगी. ओके, कल मॉर्निंग तक वो भी शेयर कर दूंगी, लाइक ऐसे राइटिंग अप्रोच. ओके ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट. अच्छे से एग्जाम दें.